Hello, everyone, and welcome to An Evening Wit, W-I-T Heidi, the multi-variety show. And I did a fashion show earlier. These are my little long pierced earrings here, little quick beauty show. And I made them into clip-ons. They were pierced. This is like a little champagne, a little stones. And this is a crushed blue. This is a clip-on. I don't know what happened to my other one. And I am banging my hair up, and it has an afro puff sticking up. This is my real hair, and I have no eyeshadow. I'm just wearing a dark chocolate eyeliner, and I am also banging. I was eating on a cantaloupe, but I was like, I want to have my lips glossed up. This is a chocolate lip gloss. It's a little small tube like this, chocolatey. Look how dark chocolate that is. But it's a gloss. And I said, you know what? Next time I put my real dark chocolate on, it's like real dark chocolate, I'm going to put this gloss. I tried to put a clear over it, and that clear just was not thick enough. That's why I like my clears to be like a balm, like in a round container. Then when you put it on, it's real shiny, glossy, heavy. Not sticky, but heavy, not loose, drippy, but like a balm, like thick, stick, but a real good shine. Yeah, those are hard to find. So this one comes with the gloss inside of it. See how shiny that is? Because it's a chocolate, and you get some that are clear with the tint. This is a chocolate gloss with the clear in it. But sometimes you'll get it clear, and it'll have a touch of chocolate, which is like the tint. You know, you got lime tints, grape tints, watermelon, peach, raspberry. I don't like raspberry. But anyway, with the tizop it. So, you guys, this is some breaking world event news. It is events that go on in the entertainment industry. You know, I do a little bit of entertainment, arts and crafts. I have not brought any of my arts and crafts back in a while. I'm banging this little navy, little clear jewel on this side. This is my little crystal. Yeah, but so check it out, y'all. So word on the street is that this entertainment chick, and I usually just say individuals, but I'll be switching from chicks, guy, and individuals, had bought a vehicle that they got from their ex and gave it to their new boo. Now, their new boo is allegedly still married to their spouse. Now, word on the street, and also according to my opinion, and this is for educational purposes, entertainment, for no malicious intent, also the acknowledgement of fine arts and crafts of entertainment, sports, music, whatever. But it's also a hood show. You know, we take it to the hood, we take it to the streets. You know, he wanted to do it hood style. Yes, he did now. He wanted to do it hood style. And you know what? And speaking of hood stuff, some women just want that thug love. You can have a dude that can give you everything. He may have more than you. He may have equal to you, or whatever. And they said they didn't really care for status, you know, or who has the biggest or whatever. This is what they said out of their mouth. All allegedly, this was what was I saw on YouTube. It could have been fake, so I'm still say allegedly, even though I say they come out of their mouth. That's why I don't say names, so nobody paying me. If they paid me, I still would have to be careful with what I say. You gonna pay me, you have to pay me for advertisement to advertise something positive about what you're doing. Not no gossip, because this ain't no gossip show. This is an entertainment show, talk show, independent journalism. You know what I'm saying? Multi, black, purple, green, whatever, baby. It covers everything. And we talk about the reality of the situation. Also spirituality, the importance to have your life with the Lord before you leave this earth, or during the time that you're on the earth, so you can earn your points in the first judgment of light. So, and it's crazy because this person speaks a lot about the Lord. They believe in the Lord. They even came out doing a shout dance on something. But the thing about it is, you may be a good person, and the person you with may be a good person, maybe not. Who knows? But it's when you start making statements like that, it paints and it stains the image of that person. It also stains their income, because people won't buy your tickets. If they think that you're an adulterer or you're committing adultery with someone's spouse, they begin not to care too much for you. You lose money if these are people with morals. Because you can be in the world and doing worldly stuff, backslid, whatever, but you still have morals. Still want to be right before you leave this earth, because you're going to wake up in a dark place if not. But, it's like, I really, really like this person. Something about them is just special to me. But the problem is that I can see if you don't know. If you don't know, you don't know. You're innocent. So you're not held accountable for what you don't know. But it's important to try to find out everything that you can find out. Now, this person to me that they're dealing with, they come across, well, as a man is supposed to be the sole provider. It doesn't matter how much money she's making. So if you don't come as a sole provider and you come as a couch potato, or you're looking for that next bag, which is something that a lot of females do, looking for the next bag, which bro got the most dough, drop it at the door, add some mo on top of my big toe. Stay away, you piece of trash. Don't mess with class. Miss Class. That's the name. Miss Class. That's the name. When I first saw you. I'm crazy now, y'all. I'm nuts. Oh, I'm crazy. I thought you were an old-fashioned country boy. Then I found out you were a pimp player, trying to be 2, 3, 4 deep. What's a girl to do with a hood like you? I'm crazy now. And then my thing is, they saying that the car came from their ex and that they were paying the payments. That's something that you definitely don't want to do. If that person's car gets foreclosed or ambushed or whatever they said happened to the car, Cadillac, Hummer, what I'm saying, Bentley, whatever kind of vehicle it was. I like the color. I really like the color. It was creamy. It was like candy paint. It looks like nutmeg. It was beautiful, creamy. Could make you want to just eat it. Because it was looks so good, like one of those coffees, but they're cold, and it's vanilla, but it's got that deep dark beige. Oh, it's beautiful. But I'm like, Brizzo must be working overtime with the get down. You know what I'm saying? And that's all it takes. A woman just wants that thug passion. When she gets that thug passion, and it's something that she really, really desires, and I'm just saying, this is alleged. I'm not saying what this is going on, or this is what the person is doing. I'm just saying my opinion on how it looks to me, how it comes across to me. It can mean something entirely different. This person, it could be that, and it could also be the person who's going to try to bring the best out of this person and make a man out of this person. I elaborated on that before, how a woman turned this guy into a man, a real man. He became a truck driver, had it going on. And I guess that's okay, if you're in your 20s and stuff like that. But once you hit 30, 40, 50, come on, man, you're trying to make this guy into a man. That was something that his mom and dad should have did. You're just like, and see, and black women, and this is Black History Month, you guys, so I did send a little Black History pics out, so check them out. Heidi Wilkerson Totsy, Totsy is the Facebook, and my Cash App will be up at the end of this month before it is over. I will have it back on and popping so that you can donate to support the show. If you want a free gift from yours truly, head crowns, head chokers, crowns, wrist and arm crowns, sport crowns for men and women for their wrists for like sports, and they're both for men and women. Also, I will be doing anklets. That's going to be something new. Beaded anklets. It will be probably a satin yarn, like it'll be crochet, but it'll be satin because it doesn't itch. You know what I'm saying? So I just thought of that because I was thinking about yarn, and I was like, that would be nice to do the satin into a crochet design. So I just thought about that, and I'm using brass and so on and so forth. But like I say, some women just want that thug passion, man. They don't care if you make less than them or not. They just want that good thug passion. Give me that thug passion. Give it to me, give it to me. I want that thug passion. Give me that thug passion. Give it to me, give it to me. And that's all they want. And if you make them feel like something that they never had, even if the person they was with before, they were semi pretty good or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But they didn't want them because it was something that they wasn't getting from them, maybe mentally, vibe-wise. It's just more to it than just this, that, and the other, which everything counts. Because if you got one with the other, there's a missing link and there's an imbalanceness there. It don't matter how cool you are or whatever with that person. If there's an imbalance, there's going to be problems in that relationship. You good at this, but you ain't good at that. Everybody's not good at everything, and you can help people be better at certain things. There's nothing wrong with that. Edifying one another, pushing one another. And when I say pushing one another, I don't mean financially. He should already, when he left his parents' house, he should have been pushed. They always talk about women pushing me. You can push a brother with an idea. You can push a brother about this, that, and the other. Encourage your brother. Be a spiritual advisor. Be a counselor. If anything, you should be pushing them closer to the Lord. So all those other things, they're supposed to already know. They shouldn't be coming to you. I heard someone say, if I would have been with you, I'd have did this, that, and the other. Bro. And see, this comes from the lack of father in the home. There's no fathers in the home. And a lot of fathers in the home, they ain't never home. They out doing whatever. And then if they are in the home, they either got a drinking problem or some kind of problem, or you have some that do the right thing for their sons while they're in the hood, which is very hard when you're dealing with life stress and survival. And that's where a lot of conflict of interest and problems come in because the brother's depressed because he just can't seem to get it together. But a man that believes in himself, he's going to encourage himself. He's going to encourage that son. And you can do it without... There's some people that raise themselves without parents. They just had that go-getting thing. And my nephew is one of them. He practically raised himself. He's been a grinder since he was young. Got his license as a teenager. His driver's license. Smart, highly educated. Sometimes it's the bloodline, too. When you got it in the blood, it's a go-getter. No matter whether your parents are there or not, you're just a straight-up go-getter. But your parents are to teach you to be go-getters. Mother, the dad, go get it, do it. Today, call tomorrow, be on it, pop on it, don't wait till next week. You don't get with a woman and be like, well, I need you to push me so I can do. You sound like a kid, man. And women do it because they want a man real bad. Come on, somebody. But my thing is, everybody said, well, Brizzo trying to look for the next bag or whatever with homegirl. But if she did get that vehicle, they said she paid for it, took it out of something that the ex had left it in. They said she was still paying on it. I mean, I hope that's not true because you shouldn't be paying on nothing. If it went in somewhere, it's going to stay in there. I'm not paying nothing. So I can't imagine that. I don't believe that to be true. It could be true, but I don't believe it to be true because if that's the case, they would have married him. If they was all that in the bag of chips and they was doing all that, unless they felt like they was doing something and they wasn't getting nothing in return, what they was getting mentally or whatever it is that why they didn't want to marry that person, that's why you don't do nothing because you basically got played. You got played like a $2 hizzo when you start contributing financially to a brother and it doesn't work out, you got played. They would just use you to pay their stuff off. And if he's that cold, he that bad, you might as well stay with him. I would have stayed with him and tried to get as much as I can back. Oh well, and then they gonna want you to borrow. How can you? I know somebody ain't gonna say who they is, but they be borrowing from their old man. How you with your old man and you borrowing? You borrow from your girlfriend. You borrow from your homeboy. Hey man, lend me a spot. I don't loan, and I don't borrow. I give. Don't come to me, talking about you ain't got it. I don't need that kind of confusion. You can have this as a love donation. I give you this unto the Lord. If I think you want something, I'm not gonna give it to you. I'll buy you some food. I'll cook you some food. You're not getting no change. Now, if that person comes back and voluntarily give it back to you, and then they came up, they would have to really come up big time. Throw me a couple of mil. Don't say, yeah, I just got paid. I want to give this back to you. I'm gonna be like, how much are you making? Oh, well, I work at, the burger spot or whatever. Man, come on. And you wealthy or a millionaire, or you may just have way more than them. You would be wrong to take it back. The person is trying to make it. Just let them keep it. And no, baby, God bless you. Gonna keep that. Don't worry about that. But just remember now, if you become a millionaire, don't forget about me. It don't have to be money. You can buy the person a car. And sometimes it's just sending flowers or sending, go and buy there and cook for them. Clean the house for them. Do something nice for them. You know what I'm saying? Just to let them know, hey, I appreciate everything you did for me. You don't always have to always be about money. Values are priceless. Honor is priceless. The relationship of that friend or that loved one is priceless. You can give them money, but it's like this young lady said, she was giving money. Her family just wasn't satisfied. And she just, I'm giving y'all money. They ain't appreciate it. They wanted more. You got to be careful. But if this individual, I'm just hoping that she don't get on her knee and propose. A lot of women propose to dudes. And this brother might be laying it down on that dance floor way more better. He might know some better moves on that dance floor than the last Brizzo. He works hard for the money. He works hard for the money. So you better treat him right. Some brothers be working for that bread. Let me use my head so I can get some bread. And then they to me, they're a whack rapper. I don't know why everybody thinks this person is a dynamic rapper. They rap. Now, they made one beat. It's cold. I would actually literally play it on my show. The beat, I think they made beats. And they rapped, and it was hard. And it was a wonderful show. It was on something called Street Beats or something. Street Beats. I love Street Beats. Street Beats is fire. And so now, if this individual does better than the last spouse and says, well, you know what, they didn't give you a lot of stage play, they didn't want you to do nothing with them because they want you to get your own stand up and be a man. But you have to have that man that way before you get with him. Why get with him and settle down with him and you knew he wasn't a go-getter? He had talent. He was you have guys put on a great persona, like, yeah, but they ain't really doing nothing. They come off like they this big baller, you know what I'm saying? And they ain't got nothing but $50 in the bank. And I looked at their value they said this person was worth 500 G's. I mean, that's a lot of dough compared to the average man on the street. That's a lot of bread. If they have that, they said that's what they was worth. I don't know what they got in their pocket or their banks. I don't know. I'm not in their business. I ain't trying to find out. But I'm curious to know. I know my son pulled a chick up, said she was worth $5 million. I don't know if she got $5 million. But $5 million ain't a lot of money. If you with a brother, he got 500,000, or even if he got 1 million, or if she motivates him and helps him where he can make lots of millions, then she can sit back and watch and see how he gonna act with it. Is he gonna share it? Is he gonna do this? What he gonna do? Is he gonna compensate her? Or is he just gonna bring us out? Bring her some flowers. Somebody said she was begging him to bring her some flowers. Now, you don't beg no man to bring you no flowers. It should be in his heart to bring you flowers. Now, if he asks you, what do you like? Oh, I like flowers. I like yellow flowers. I like blue flowers. I like perfume. I like chocolate, milk chocolate candies. You know what I'm saying? The little ones in the little box that's real fancy. I like them soft, not hard. They be messing with your teeth. I like clothes. I like shoes. I like purses. What else you want to know? I like bread. I like bread in my hand because I use my brain. I use my brain. Won't be no stains. I'm crazy. He gonna be like, okay. I like cars, beautiful cars. I like houses, my own house, lay it out there. Put it on the table. And he might come back with some flowers, but he should bring flowers, card, perfume. And when she opened that card, there should be some money in it. Somebody opened up a card, somebody gave it. They were so happy to get that card. Oh my goodness. They was just going, well, no bread in it. I'll tell a Brizzo in a minute, don't bring me no card you ain't gonna put nothing in. Because I'm used to, as a child, getting it in my card from my stepdad. My stepdad was a mortician. He made super dough. I said, Mama hit the bag. I said, Mama, I like the guy on Coming to America. You done hit the jackpot. You done made songs that look like he said, a welfare case or something. He said, the guy that played in Good Times, he said, you done hit the jackpot. My mama hit the jackpot. We sitting at the table for the holiday eating and stuff. She come with him. I was like, yeah. And then when my birthday came, I had all the money. Honey, I was the richest kid on the block. We was in straight up pure poverty. It was so poor, eating dirt off the ground. Man, if you find some candy in the dirt, you're going to pull it out and go wash it off real good. Get all that dirt out. And you be like, dang, you ain't thinking about somebody else might have had that candy and they threw it in the dirt. But that's how poor. I found the necklace in the dirt. It was so poor. And I wore it on my graduation pictures. I found the chain in the house, and it was a little heart. It was the shape of a heart. It had little stones in it. It looked like diamonds. But it was fake. It was in the dirt, and I found it. And I put it on a necklace, and I put it in my 6th grade pictures, my school pictures. But my thing is, if she got to play her cards right. Because if Brizzo is about that bag, she going to get her heart broken. She all into it. And a lot of people, these guys just like the chicks. You ain't laying down that bread, they moving on. They saying that they trying to find them a stable bag because apparently they're not getting no more bag from the other person. The other person, like, said on a post, like, they're not going to bring you no flowers because they all about self. They a taker, not a giver. I'm the one carrying the bag. So, but if you know that you're carrying a bag and you're laying it down and you're saying that, why would you take them in the first place? Now, I like this person too. She talented. She seemed a little crazy. They both crazy. They both look like they on some crazy. They'll lose the snap. Well, that's where self-control comes in at. You don't want to be triggered so easily. And I wouldn't want no smoke with the one that he with now. I'll be trying to be her best friend. Like, hey, girl. What you doing? Can I call you? Can we go get something to eat together? Let's talk. Scared like a mug. Nah, but they don't like no punks. You gotta act tough with them. That's what they said. You can't be on no pump. If I come at you, you better come at me. It don't mean it's gonna be nothing that's gonna go down. She says, why would I do something to somebody that can't do what I do? She's like, I'm licensed. I can't just do anything. But if she sees that you're not no punk, she respect you. So I'm like, yeah, what up, though? No, you might not have no teeth at that. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean it. I just want to see what's going to happen. And they said that it was a gift to him. Baby, you don't never gift no man with no car when you first get with him, boo-boo. That's his job. He's supposed to gift you with a car. And they said they didn't believe in status. I heard them say that wasn't important. That's not what love was about. But it is. Marriage is a business. A relationship is a business. In foreign countries, you can't have their daughters unless you bring something to the table. A goat, whatever, they got to bring something. And some families is poor. They're happy to get something. And they marry their daughters off to these no good men. They can't supply them with even a place to live. They're living off in the mountains and stuff. The family just happy to get their goat, just have something to eat because it was in poverty. And then you have a rich daughter that comes from a rich family, and she's getting with somebody that got something, or she might not. But the parents won't pay for it. The parents won't support. They'll tell her they're going to cut everything off, so you better let him provide for you because you ain't getting nothing no more. And some women will do it. They'll let go all those riches just to be with that guy. I said, brother must be laying it down for you to be willing to live in the mountains in a cave and freeze. One woman pregnant and was in a cave. I'm ready to watch the show now. There's a bunch of drama going on with it now. So, now, they did do a performance at their show. So my thing is, was that a reward? Like when they got their check, okay, they went on and paid something off and gave it to them as a gift for their support? for performing at their show. Okay, fine. You gave them compensation for their talent for what they did because well nobody else gonna pay them, so you figure out give them something for they. And that also encourages a guy when you do that because it's like, okay, I earned something from my talent, and this person paid me from a performance I did for them, even though it might be my girlfriend or boyfriend, companionship, whatever, friend, lover, spouse, whatever. You paid them for their services, and but sometimes that still don't motivate them to go out and get their own. So sometimes women, let me motivate this person to do more. And if like I said in my last show, this person makes beats, I believe. So if they can get them out there and get them exposed, as long as they stay away from mainstream devils and stay independent, well, will that build their self-esteem and say, wow, I really appreciate this person. This person made a real man out of me, and I'm not even going to try to use them anymore, or I'm not going to use them at all in what I intended to do. I'm going to love this person because now I realize what real love is. If that's the case. Allegedly. I don't know. But I wasn't there. But I'm just saying how it looked to me, and people were making statements and comments like, oh, they're looking for the next stable person so they can hit that bag or whatever. And that's a pitiful shame when it comes to a guy. I can see when women have children, they have female things that go on with them. Some of it came with nature, and you have a lot of independent women, doctors, lawyers, entertainers, and some of them have children. To each his own. And I mean, you want to be independent is good because when you independent, you're not solely dependent on that person because that person can snatch the rug out from you at any time, and bam, boom, you out in the streets. And then they saying that. I mentioned this before that they don't want to leave the spouse's place or whatever. A real man will get up and go. He was like, no, he's supposed to have him another place anyway on his own. A real man. So I don't see this guy as a real man. I see him as a vagabond, beggar, leech. Allegedly, I don't know that. This is how it comes across to me. And they have talent, and they're just not utilizing it. They're too lazy. They do whatever easy ride they can get. Because maybe that's all they knew. They wasn't trained by a man. I don't know. I'm just saying how it comes across to me. I want to be wrong. So I can say, wow, this person is really doing something. That's pretty cool. And if I see that they do improve and they try to do better, okay, fine. If this woman can motivate this guy to be a real man and go out there and do it, he should give her something in return to say, hey, I appreciate you, you giving me some jobs and helping me. I know a young lady did it for my godson. She's famous. And she was giving him little hosting jobs and stuff like that, to keep him motivated with no strings attached. She just looked at him like a little brother. She wasn't doing it because she wanted something from him, and she wasn't like that. She wasn't that kind of girl. And she was in a relationship and in a relationship now, so she just sees him as a little brother. She helped him out. If you making a man out of this man, but when you and so that's what I say. It could be something that he earned for his performance. Everybody's saying she giving it to him. I would hope not. I would hope that I would say this is for your performance. And he would like that and appreciate it. But if somebody looking for cash for you to put money in their hand, she might not be that kind of chick. She probably gonna put no money in nobody's hand. She probably will buy gifts, car, this, that, to keep motivating that person. Like, okay, let me work hard to try to get something more expensive than that. Bust out with a Bentley from something you earned. And say, look, you gave me this as a gift. As a woman, you shouldn't be doing that. But we're gonna chop this up as a gift for my work that I did. And you're supposed to do it free for your woman. You're supposed to do it free for your man. Well, that is true. That is true. But if they have way more money than you, you know what I'm saying? You should want to compensate them for their talent, for what they did. Because their talent is something that they should be getting paid for. Whether it's art, making art, building stuff, whatever the case may be. You pay them for that. I told my son when he was young, don't do nothing because you like it. I love doing it, but get paid for it. Get a deposit down. When you finish, get the rest. Because folks that have you fake stuff and they won't want to give you money for it. I was like, did he do it for free? Did he do it for free? Did he perform for free? I know I wouldn't be performing for free. And that person's a millionaire. I don't care who they is, relative or whatever. If you's a millionaire and I'm poor and I ain't got nothing, you think I'm gonna come perform for free? Matter of fact, I want my deposit up first. If it's five G's for the performance, if they're a millionaire, okay, I'm for that one night I want 5 G's. But I need 3,000 down. And I'll sign an agreement saying that I will perform and show up. Ain't gonna be no. If they want to do a contract, even in a relationship, you need to have your lawyer look it over. Make sure you ain't getting ripped off. And then you have spouses suing each other. But you my woman, you my man. How can you do that to me? Then you end up suing them. I seen it on TV in court. Husband and wives in court suing them. Why you don't mix business with pleasure? Keep family out of that. If so, you got to pay them right. Or unless they sign something saying they doing volunteer work for publicity, for free publicity, and you agreed to give them a love donation towards their, a cash love donation to support their efforts and their talent. They are not being paid for their services. But this is something towards them to build something with their talent as a love donation, for their hard labor and work of their art, but not for the actual performance. You got to put it in writing. You got to. My daddy taught me that as a very small child. And pay attention to small print, because if you don't read that small print, you could be on something for the rest of your life. And then you have to get a lawyer. Say, well, I didn't have a lawyer when I signed it, and the lawyer got to try to get you out of it without you having to pay, especially if you ain't got nothing. I don't know, y'all, but I hope not. I really hope. I thought I had. Oh, here. Okay, that's my glasses. I hope that's not the case. I really do. And then he probably not going to leave the place that he's staying with his spouse, because he ain't going to put all his eggs in one basket. You move out your place, and then you moving into somebody else's place, and your name ain't on nothing. He probably going to make sure he married before he move in. And if they had legally by law, if they had that property before they got with you, you can't get that house. If they bought that property, let me see, how does that go? No, I'm wrong. I'm incorrect. If they have the house, well, no, if something happens to them, they have property, they can't get it. They get everything. Look like I broke up a little bit, y'all. Damn, I'm kind of going off the. What's wrong with this thing? My voice ain't matching my This thing is a little off. Let me see. Testing. It's like it's dragging a little bit. Where's my ashtray? Let me turn my light on. It's getting kind of dark. Let me see. I had something, y'all. Oh, there it go. Oh, I'm locking stuff down. Oh, that's why I need my glasses on. Oh man, I think it fell out. Oh no, it didn't fall out. Let me clean my glasses. I don't know, y'all. But all I would say to her is be careful, use wisdom. I know she young, but you got some young wise people. I think she 29, 28, something like that. And if I was her, I would do more research. If a woman told me, oh, well, he'll take her, she already pulled my coat to the game. So all I got to do is sit back. Like, okay, she probably said, well, you saying you got the bag, but I'm not giving up no ends. I'm just going to do gifts. But it still sends a wrong message, because the Bible says the woman is the weaker vessel. So as a weaker vessel, it's his responsibility to flatter you. You're the prize. The woman is the prize. And you're not making yourself the prize by giving him all these gifts. At this point, he's the prize. Homeboy done flipped the game over, baby. He done flipped that game. That game been flipped. It ain't going by the Bible. And you're talking about the Lord, but this person ain't in the Lord. They may believe in the Lord, but they're not a follower. Any man that tries to take from a woman is not a follower of Christ. He ain't even a backslider. He don't even know Jesus, because if he did, he wouldn't do that. If he do, he need deliverance bad. Somebody in his bloodline was a taker. Woman say, oh, he's a taker. I'm the one with the bag. Baby, she just pulled my coat. Then they say they were friends, but see, it's different between being a friend and being an associate. So we don't know that to be true. You know, she could have been, excuse me guys, she could have been an admirer of her music, you know, like her. I don't know if they hung out, but because if you friends, you ain't trying to go with nobody else's man, as women say. Definitely if they not married. Because what happens is, and they were saying, well, no, it wasn't even about that, you know. Even if it wasn't about that they're trying to mess with a married man. Let's just say they're innocent and it wasn't intended like that. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt, because they look like the type that wouldn't do that. But when you pursue it, even after, it doesn't matter if he's pursuing you, pursuing him. It's pursuit when you continue to be in that once you know it. And like I said in my last show, they're saying, I was talking about single. Oh, also too, before I get back into the single thing. Another thing too, and I mentioned about both parties, the opposite parties be running their mouth. The people that's involved should come forth and say, look, that is not true. We are friends. And you can actually sue that person for defamation of character. You have to take them in private and say, look, you can't be exposing that out in public, because that can affect you in court. Now, it's no proof. You have to have actual videotape showing this person in an actual act of adultery. Because just hanging with somebody and chilling with them don't mean anything. That could be friends supporting one another. Now, the problem is when they're sitting up here saying, yeah, we in a relationship, yeah, we this and we that. Why are you saying this while this person is still married? They're still legally married. So you shouldn't be uttering nothing. You shouldn't be so strung out and sprung out to the point to where you start running your mouth when, in retrospect, you mention, oh, they not that way and I'm not trying to be that way. We're not trying to put it out on Front Street. You're saying that due to conviction, the fact that you know this person is really married and is morally wrong. So you're not trying to do that. So why are you doing it now? Why are you coming out, him and her? The other guy too, yeah, well, you know, he knew and yeah. And now she's saying, well, the cat's out the bag, and well, you saying this person is my best friend. First of all, ain't no married man got no business being a best friend to no single woman. He only supposed to be a best friend to one of his male buddies. He is supposed to be, to any woman, a spiritual advisor, along with his wife. But these are not people that's in the church like that. So I'm talking about something totally different. But by her liking church and liking the Lord, sometimes things, the devil come as an angel of light and it looks like something. How can you not take the time to say, okay, this person is legally married still? Now let me back up some. Let me back up. And vacate out the situation. But now people are saying, oh, well, this person bought this person a vehicle. Well, I'm going to take it to be it was for the work that they did. Because I don't know. I would hope that it's not a regular gift, because you should not be giving no man no gift and he's married. You're going to get played. He's going to take everything you got and go back to his wife. And in some cases, he will leave his wife and get with that person. But if he ain't got two legs to stand on, he just depending on that woman. So this guy probably ain't going to leave what he got already, because, you know, that's his security. Until he know that it's secure into the next situation before he leave out. That's an exit strategy that a woman would use if she's smart. I'm going to make sure this next person got a bigger bag and I got some security with it. But the thing is, they not getting no down payment cash. They getting gifts. So they walking in taking a chance. But you only if they move into the house, say they move into the house and they don't put their name on the house, and she or he bought that house prior to the relation, legally by law, after a year, you're entitled to that house. They can't just put you out. They can't evict you. And if you've been in there 5 years or more in that house after marriage, they really can't put you out. The judge gonna say, well, he might say, well, if she's only been married a year, if she wants to sell the house and they only been married a year, the judge may not give him half or her half. So say the house is worth, if they bought the house for $1 million, let's say if they bought the house for $1 million, they might get that, they might get less, they might have to go down, might get it for 800, or they might, because it was a celebrity, this is like a lower middle celebrity, it's not a major celebrity, but they might get $1 million, they might get 1.5. Well, that spouse, male or female, gets a cut of that money. Will it be half? Maybe not, because they've only been married a year. And the judge might go by that. But if you've been married 5 to 7 years, going on 10 years, oh, you're getting half of everything. It's going down the middle, baby. So, and if you're dealing with a person that's impatient and they just dump bros, like they claim that she dumped the last bro, you taking a chance on, if you married to this person a year, you might not get much in a divorce unless they gotta have more than $5 million. So you dealing with somebody with 20, 30, 40 million, and you've been married only a year, or you gonna walk away with a nice bag. It ain't gonna be no whole lot. If you only been married a year, maybe 2 years, and they got about, let's say, 20 million, they gonna say, well, she doesn't have to leave the house because you're married. So y'all got to make a decision if you're going to sell the house or keep the house. Or one of y'all move out. And then usually you got people living in there. They be bringing their little boyfriend, girlfriends in while they divorce. You don't want to be there, so you go somewhere else. And they don't want to sell the house. They pretty much run you out of the house. Unless that person leaves the earth, then you can take over that house and sell it. Regardless of who was there. Or, he'll move another chick in. I've seen that happen. Somebody I know couldn't get rid of somebody, and they brought another chick in, and she left. And they wasn't married; they were just shacking up. So to me, it makes no sense it's important that a man has his own. And if it ain't nothing but a little apartment across town, you got something you can go to. Have your bank account with some money in it. Don't just be dependent totally upon them. Because they can strip the rug out from you at any time. And this young lady seemed like she's a no-nonsense lady. Like, she ain't having she seemed like the way she cut bro off, the way that allegedly I heard she cut bro off, man, she started to pull the rug out from a nizzle for shizzle on the quickness. So, and he probably knows she don't play. So, bro probably like, I'm not leaving where I'm at. But then the spouse like, why you still in my spot? But in retrospect, your marriage is both. Especially in Los Angeles. Los Angeles gonna go by, I think, who got the most money. Los Angeles, they don't have no favors towards women. So women got to pay out spouse support just like a man. To me, spiritually and morally, that's wrong. You married the woman, you provide for the woman. And see, this is why a lot of women, if they got more, that's why it's important for a woman, if she has millions, she want to get with a bro that's got way more than her billions. Because it goes in her favor in any given situation, whether it's divorce. Now, if she leaves the earth before him, he gains what she have, unless she has it all in her children's name, family members' name, and he won't see a penny of it. Because he was the sole provider anyway, so he should not be trying to mooch off of anything some female, the weaker vessel, has. But see, people don't look at it like that. They look at it like, hey, this is a different time. Everybody got to work. And the man can take from the woman just like the woman can take from the man. So it's a new ball game these days. So I just hope she don't get her heart broke. I hope that, and because some brothers will get with you based on the status. If you ain't doing this, you don't get that. You ain't doing this. Almost like some female kind of stuff. But they don't see it like that. They see it like love is not like about that. Big or high or status or who does what. It's, and that's a dangerous way to think because you can get played that way. You're into this, we all love together, this kumbaya hippie kind of stuff. Yeah, peace, man. We're all together, man. It's real peace, man. You know what I'm saying, man? It's real peace, man. Oh, man, it's crazy. And then they say he would put his hands on his spouse. I hope that's not true. Because he put his hands on this one, he going to get a nug knocked back. And they got to be careful with that, you know, because that can lead them into a situation. I hope they got cameras in their house, so if something go down, they can prove that it was self-defense. So I hope that's not true. I don't like bro. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't like him at all. My son likes him. He's this. I told my son he ain't got a pot to pee in the way it looks. You should always have something showing you doing for your woman. Pictures of you doing this and doing, and then don't be doing it from the money she gave you. Because I don't know if the last one was giving them cash or not. Maybe she let them get paid through performances too. I don't know. I don't know if they was going to, hey baby, I need some cash. That's horrible for a man to go to him, baby, I need some cash. I remember when my son was young, he had a little young lady, and he needed $5 or something. And I told him you could never ask a woman for money, you never take a woman for money. You know, other than your mama. What the lady said on Martin, she say, I'd rather mooch off his mama than mooch off his girlfriend. But you're teaching them this is only your mom. And when you get well established, you do for your mom. Unless she's already rich, but even then you still do for your mom. And he borrowed, I told him, I said, well, borrow it and pay it back. So he borrowed it from her. When he got his check, he paid, I said, you give her that $5 back. And he gave it back to her. But I told him that's not a good practice. Don't borrow. And let this be the first and the last time. And he never did it again. Never borrowed again. He wanted to always do for a girl. He would come up to my beauty supply store where I worked. I was supervisor, assistant manager there. And he wanted to give a girl a beautiful gift chain. And I gave him one of those long boxes. It's really long black boxes. And it had a little necklace in it. I gave it to him. I said, go take it to her and I'll pay for it. Don't worry about it. It came up with my job as beauty supply. And that showed me that he was the type that do that. I said, but don't let them use you, because they'll use you up till nothing's left. So you don't want that either. You want to be careful as a man, too. You don't want to let no woman just drain you and play you. You be limited with what you do. Take her out to a restaurant, nice restaurant. Don't be no cheap restaurant, but it ain't got to be no $100 plate. You know what I'm saying? But it's got to be good food. You want to spend it. I say spend at least $70. $70 is nice. If you're going to an extreme place. Don't start off buying clothes and shoes and expensive jewelry right away. Take her out to the movies. You pay for it. Every time you take her out to the movies and you take her out to eat, you pay for it as a man. Yeah. Then the next gift could be flowers. You know what I'm saying? The next gift could be perfume. The next gift could be chocolates in a box. And for her birthday, buy her some nice jewelry. If you're a multi-millionaire, okay, don't spend no $1,000. Even if it ain't nothing to you. Get her earring, necklace, bracelet set. Maybe all together, I say about worth maybe like, I say maybe about $400 worth. Let it be real. Because if they trying to get you, they'll take it to the pawn shop and sell it. So with $400, she ain't getting them probably but like $100 at the pawn shop. I'm talking street talking. So this is hood street news too. We take it to the streets. She might take that to the pawn shop and sell that brizzo. You know what I'm saying? If she trying to hit a bag. I'm just keeping it street. I'm just keeping it straight. I ain't killing with 100 real. I'm keeping it 100. I'm keeping it real. No, I'm keeping it street. Real streets. I gave it a real streets, Bobo. Okay. So I'm bang some more music. I don't know if I can bang them because I use up all my storage. in my other phone. So I might have to use my other phone. But thank you guys for watching this little quick short world news event on Saturday, which I normally do. I wanted to wear some rings. I got these tapes on my finger. They healing up really good. Everything's healing up really good. Taking a little time, but my birthday's in March, so I'm definitely gonna depend on the weather, what type. But I'm definitely gonna have my nails done. Which way I'm gonna have them done, how I'm gonna have it done, I don't know. So I do have this clear liquid bandage, so I might use that depending on if there's I have to peel anything. It has to be taped up, so we don't want anything open like that. But it'll be something. We'll see how it works. We just have to see how it works. But I'll have something done. I might just, I don't know, I might wear stick-ons. Stick-ons, see how that works. Put the stick-ons, and then I'll have to bandage if there's something, like I said, a cut if I pull it. But other than that, it'll probably be clear, and then wash it off. And, because those tapes you can just you can wash it off and then wrap it up, and then, or you can put tape under it if it needs to be taped under the nail. So, but anyway, I'm gonna try to see if I can bang off of off my other phone. It should be charged up. And I'll try to get on that one and see if I have. I'm gonna try to see if I have any storage. Yeah, y'all. So I don't know. I mean, like I said, if I was her, man, as a woman, man, come on, man, you can't be doing nothing like that, bro. That's in my nose. I can see some. I don't know if I got something on my nose. You can't be doing that, Brizzo. Home girl. And so you lose. The only people, some people say, well, I'm just going for this. I'm not going to judge their personal life. I'm going because I like this sport. They play tennis or they are a great singer. But, like I said, the person that they really want to work with, they don't play that. So if you're talking about working with them, and you messing with a married person, they not going to do nothing with you. They're against that. So, and then this thing about this single, I mentioned before about single / separated. I think that's what I said, single / separated, if I'm not mistaken. But if you're separated, you're just separated. If you're single, you're single. You're not single and separated. The two don't go together. If you're married and you're separated, you're not single until you are legally divorced. So let's just get that straight. You're watching independent journalism, multi-variety type style. Hotty Totty back on the rampage again, doing the hood style, baby. What it do? Brother must be laying down that thug passion. Give it to me, give it to me. It must be good, baby. Give me that thug passion, baby, because you laying it down on that dance floor, boy. You outbeat me in that dance. And you just be bragging on him. Oh, he's such a great performer. No, he's a real performer. I'm like, Brizzo was performing like he was in Candyland somewhere fighting for a lollipop. It was like, to me, I'm just saying, from my point of view, I can't speak about it. Then it was one of the hosts was like, oh, we were so happy to have you and all these wonderful things. You were great and blah, blah. I'm like, why is these folks in high places commending this person so much? Like, he was not all that. And was it because of their worker or the person that is bringing the income in? Say, hey, I want you to say a couple of shout outs about them, get on the mic, say something or whatever, and I'll make sure that I'll let people see you on my Instagram and show what a great person. I don't know. Or maybe they just did it. I don't know. Maybe they decided to support whoever she had with her to make them feel better and bigger. I mean, they made Brizzo feel big. He ain't even all that big to me. He's just like a regular nizzle in the hood around the corner. The way I look at it, trying to get $1. And they were performing, I got me a lollipop. Ooh, the eyes are rapping. Eyes are rapping. I said that last time. Eyes are rapping. I'm so happy. I'm going to get that lollipop. Eyes are married now. Eyes are married now. Eyes are married. Look at my ring. That's how they said. That's how they came across to me. I was just saying, the way I seen it, it was like, my woman don't never let me perform. And then when we did try to perform, they got mad because he just took over the stage without asking. Because he wanted to rap so bad. He wanted to be out there so bad. And she probably felt like, no, you're not using my stage. There's some women that will. They'll use their stage to let you get free whatever, to build you up, to make you big, or what, like they would do any artist. But from what I heard, a lot of them be wanting favors in that dressing room. I need you to tie my shoe for me before I let you go do a free performance out there. Male and female, from what I heard, they don't even be can. They know that, my friend, show me what you can do, and it better be, you better tie that knot right, or you won't be performing. I mean, that's how it looked to me. Everybody wants something, unless they really like you, and you like family, and they really care about you enough to where they're going to let you come on there and they don't expect nothing from you. Outside that, anybody else got to pay to play. You want this free publicity? Hey, you got to cook for me. Tie my shoe, clean my house. You're going to do a favor. Clean that bathroom good. And who knows what else. Just so they can perform for free. To get that free publicity. They were out there, they were all fast and stuff. It was horrible to me. They are not a good rapper to me. I know a good rapper, but to each his own. Everybody like their own style or whatever. Like I said, I only heard one song was a Bad Cold Beat, and they did good that time. And I look like that was something that they did a project at home and got the people together, or whatever. Maybe they just did that to make their spouse think they were being independent and doing something. They could be a once in a while person, like they got to feel it at that moment, and then they might not want to deal with mainstream because they ain't trying to release their soul out to the devil, to some demonic leaders of the underworld, of the dark world, the devil's world. And I would give them much props for that. They don't have to do that. But you need to be bringing some revenue bread through the house. And women shouldn't be paying the bills. And the last guy could have had bread and wanted to provide. But she might didn't care about that. She probably like, okay, you can provide, dude, I can provide for myself. Even if he had more money, he said, I'm going to pay all of it. She mentioned something about people want you to think that you're going to do something and they not really trying to bring nothing to the table, or they wasn't really something. She said something about they feel like it's supposed to just be you doing everything. I got to get that straight. I'm going to see where I can hear that again. I'm going to write it down so I don't want to say the wrong thing. But they were saying that they expect for you to do this, or they expect this, but you're not. Something that was off in the relationship. And if that's the case, and one guy was saying, well, she don't feel there should be who's up and who's down, but they'll try to upgrade you. And there's nothing wrong with a woman upgrading a guy. Upgrade you, upgrade you. Let me upgrade you, grade you, grade you. Upgrade you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You can upgrade the brother. Give him a little, tell people, hey, my homeboy do beats. You ain't even got to say that's your dude. My homeboy do, because a lot of times they think it's personal. You with somebody, you want to do this special favor because you with them, and they might figure that person ain't all that good till you show it to them. Hey, just say my homeboy. My homeboy got some beats, man. Check this out. They did this for me. Don't even tell them you're in a relationship with them. Keep them out your business. Look at it. Oh yeah. We want to holler. We want to pay him to do this and pay. And then now, if he don't go, he just a lazy bum, whoever he is. And she'll dump him and drop him just the same way. You gonna do something. Especially if I'm in my house and I'm paying all the bills. I think it was something they want. She said, I can't what she said. She said something about the guy. I know it was something that had something to do with responsibility. Some type of dealing with some kind of responsibility. Maybe they wasn't willing to bring equal to the table, or they wanted to be a sometimer. And if that's the case, she with the wrong person now then, because they ain't doing nothing at all. But see, some guys are blind you with that thug passion. You don't even care no more. You done broke all your rules. I had this rule against so-and-so, Annie Mae and John Doe, or Johnny. But now that I'm with uh, uh, cherry sucker pop. I'm with cherry sucker pop. You trying to be a player, you trying to be a pimp, but you gonna mess around and get trizimp. Because, see, she might got way more game, like, okay, and see, that's where they can pull that rug out from under. And if you ain't married a year, they can pull it out from under you through an annulment. And now you ain't got nowhere to go. And even if you do get half of the house with the last spouse or whatever, and if my advice to be to your spouse, I would stop making money. I would, and that's kind of gonna stop their bag, or you know what I'm saying, unless you're just doing performances for free. And you just want to keep your name relevant, but you ain't getting no money for it. You're just doing free shows. They can't get nothing from you like that. I wouldn't make a penny. That way, when the divorce comes, she ain't got to give a dime. We both walk away with nothing. Other than the house, they got to split that house. They'll probably say they got to split that house even. That's probably the only money he going to get is through that house. That's probably why he's trying to hold on to it, allegedly. I don't know. Why would you not want to leave? You don't want to be with them, you want to be with somebody else? Because they probably ain't got nowhere to go. Because any real man that's got a crib, he going to go to his crib, he going to leave. He'll be like, you know what? He got his name on. I'm gonna take my name off this house. I don't even want the house. You can keep the house. I'll talk to my lawyer. And I don't want nothing from you. I just want a divorce. I just want out. But if you're trying to stay in, you saying you're trying to stay in. What is you staying in for? You trying to get it back? You trying to see if you get half of that house because they got something called, I heard, overhead divorce. That's what my godfather did. I don't know how many millions he was making in the beginning, but he eventually made millions. But he was married to a girl in the ghetto. And I don't know if he couldn't find a girl or whatever the case may be. But my godfather filed for an overhead divorce. That's what his mama told me. I don't know. I wasn't there. His mama told me that he got an overhead divorce. She ain't saying why. But you got to pay for that. That ain't free. And if she's smart, I wouldn't pay for her. Like, you better get up a hustle. I'll help you make you some money. I'll get you some jobs, some gigs. And you use that money to do whatever it is you need to do with your marriage, whatever. I'm not going to encourage you to do it or whatever. Whatever it is you need to do, you got the money to do it. You ain't getting it from me. It's bad enough if you commit adultery and then you trying to pay for this person to come out of the relationship. That's what I heard that one girl did. And she take on vacation, do all kind of nice things for her. I don't know if that's guilt or whatever. I ain't going to be taking nobody exes on no vacation and doing all these things, regardless of what the situation is, what's going on. Who knows what's going on? But if that's the case, you know, that ain't pimping. You pretty much being weak. When you can make up for what you did, come on. Well, I wasn't with them. I told them I won't be with them while they was with somebody. But you helped supply the finances, allegedly, from what I heard, to get the divorce. Because they were complaining about they didn't have the money to get the divorce. I was like, oh, I don't know, tell you, brother, but I figure it out. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Money ain't been there, I ain't in it. Get your situation done, however, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but you can handle that before you start trying to talk to anybody. We ain't talking, bro. And click and hang up. And then also, too, it paints a bad picture. And if they did get a divorce, I probably wouldn't want to be with them no way, because it'd be like, I never promised you I was going to be, I never told you to get the divorce. I told you to fix your situation however you need to fix it. Don't call me while you with somebody. So don't try to pin that on me like I was going to wait on you. No, I don't want nobody. First of all, you had no business even talking to me, period. If you want to get down to the real talk, you shouldn't be talking to nobody, period, until you're single. Now, that's just how it's supposed to go. If you single and you talking to a girl, yeah, you go run and talk to another girl. You can go talk to her as much as you want. Ain't nobody tell you what you can do, what you can't do. If you decide you don't want to talk to that girl no more, you don't want to call that girl no more, you just dropped her like a hot potato, you got that right because you ain't married. You don't have to owe no explanation unless you just really feel bad for that person. You want to try to help them, but then sometimes you do that, they'll start lying on you, telling stories on you just because they mad 'cause you broke up with them. So sometimes it's just best to disappear. Let them wonder what happened. But then sometimes they find out what you with somebody else, they'll still lie. Sometimes you gotta leave town. You might have to come up to with a story. She's a fatal attraction. Oh, well, my grandpa needs some help down south. I got to go. When you coming back? I don't know. When they think it's like that, they're gonna just be sad. They're not gonna do nothing like that. But they think you just dipping and leaving and you going with another chick and she's a fatal attraction. Oh, she gonna make up some lies on you, get you in some trouble. Oh, he did this, he did that, and it don't be nothing but a straight up lie. She mad, she don't want him no more. Instead of just saying, let me move on. Hey, that's his loss. Hey, to each his own. Keep it moving. And don't scratch on my back, bro. It ain't mess with my self-esteem. My self-esteem's still high. Hey, you wasn't meant. If it's like that, it ain't really a loss. It's a gain for somebody else. And sometimes you can't even say it's their loss. And maybe it just wasn't meant to be. Sometimes it is their loss. Sometimes it ain't meant to be. I just hope she be smart and use wisdom. And I hope that this vehicle that they said this girl that gave this young man is for the work that they put in. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. I'm trying to see if I can get a recorder on here, y'all, on my other phone. I'm going to bang some music. I'm going to get back with you guys as soon as possible. Thank you for watching this quick short with an evening wit. An evening wit. W-I-T without the H. And it's A-N. A-N. And Evening Wit. W-I-T Heidi. The multi-variety show. Independent journalism. Entertainment news. World events. Arts and craft design. Self-made designs. Originality. Creativity. Spirituality. And more. So you guys check me out. My Instagram is at the Golden Rose Girl or at Heidi the Golden Rose Girl. But just check out at the Golden Rose Girl. And that's my Instagram. And leave a comment and say something nice. If you have an idea, spread that too. And if you want to design, you can. If you want a free design, you want to support the show. That number information will be given out at the end of this month, and I will be trying to do some summer still looks on my fingers. I believe I can do it. I probably have to. I don't know how I would do it because I don't want anything getting on the product. So I'll probably wear gloves when I do it. Some tight gloves, real tight. I have a pair I can do. So anyway, talk to you guys soon. And support the show. Like, share, subscribe, give a comment, say something wonderful. Tell a friend, tell an enemy, tell an associate that an evening with W.I.T. Heidi, the multi-variety show. Hotty Toddy back on the rampage, baby, doing a hood style. Is coming to your hood near you on a YouTube show called An Evening with W.I.T. Heidi. And it is a multi-variety show. Talk to you ladies later. Bye.